Hi, everybody. I hope each and every one of you is doing great. I'm sorry I never wished you a happy new year earlier on, but better late than never, right? Happy new year to you. I'm hoping each and every one of you is having a wonderful time. I wish you the best and may you receive so many blessings this year. For those of you who don't know, I work as an assistant in nursing, in other words, a carer. And most of the times, I'm scheduled to work night shifts. So on the 30th and 31st December, while you were busy enjoying the views of fireworks, ready to welcome New Year, I was sent to a particular nursing home for a night shift. That is how I found myself stepping into New Year with COVID-19. Yes, guys, COVID still does exist. Apparently, one of the residents in the facility had COVID, and that's how I got it. I had worked with COVID patients so many times before and had never gotten it. I guess I grew too comfortable or something. Well, comes New Year, and I was feeling tired the whole of New Year's Day. I had planned to take my kids out, but my joints were aching from all joints. I tried to swallow water, but it felt like my throat was swollen from the inside. I really felt terrible, guys. I had to cancel the whole outing thing and just lie flat on my bed. I had my suspicions all right that it was COVID. So after lazing around the house for a while, I went ahead and grabbed 4 rapid antigen tests and tested myself and the kids. Unfortunately for myself and the youngest, we were not fortunate to turn out negative. I watched the test anxiously as the second tiny red line formed under the first one. I knew I was doomed for the next 7 days as I would have to isolate. Apart from that minor setback, everything else is looking great and promising. Looking back the 8 years I have been in Australia, I have experienced so many things, both good and bad. I first set foot in Australia in 2016, December 23rd, and I was so excited. I don't think I can correctly express in words how I felt. I was literally jumping up and down in excitement. And I think one of my friends that I first met here can tell you how I was beaming with excitement. I was kneeling down and thanking God. My first friend, Sheila, can tell you exactly how I was acting. She was surprised at my actions since she was wishing to go back home as she found Australia to be lonely. She had arrived 2 days before me and she had started feeling homesick already. She was missing her family. For me, I was missing my family, but my excitement of being here was all that could be seen. I had undergone so much back home, and I was so looking forward to grabbing all the opportunities that was to come my way. I knew Australia was a land of opportunities. What I went through back home is a story for another day, as I sincerely don't have the energy to narrate or to relive the moments. That is a total other story in itself. The last few years before I arrived here was hard. Talking about it still hurts. The pain is still there, and I still need therapy as I realize I have never gotten over what happened. It's a story for another day. Being in Australia hasn't been easy either. It has not been a walk in the park all through. At some point, I had ended up being homeless with a toddler. My other 2 children were still back in Kenya with my family, thankfully. It was the toughest 6 months of my life here, as I had to move from one Airbnb to another. My toddler was definitely wondering what's up with all these new houses we kept on moving to. I noticed that whenever we moved to a new place, he will scan the place with so many questions in his eyes. I needed a permanent place for my son and I so badly. I struggled with finding a rental, and my email box was filled with unsuccessful applications to a point that I just did not look at my emails. I did house applications but would rarely check my emails as they only gave me anxiety. Living with fear is nothing to be joked about. I never used to understand when people told me they were suffering from anxiety. Anxiety and depression to me seem like something caused by overthinking. In my thinking, I imagine that it's a situation that one can just snap out of. The naivety was next level, everyone. It was just next level. If someone told me that they were suffering from anxiety, I'll be like, anxious about what? Stop overthinking things. 2023 came with so many good things, and in the same vein, a lot of challenges, but we all overcame them. Let us pray that 2024 will be nothing but triumph. All victory, achievements, and blessings. Isn't that what you are all hoping for? We are planning so many activities as a family, and we'll be sharing the experience with you, my friends. So stay tuned for so many exciting experiences. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share with friends.